We the best, no contest. My clique is the best. We the best. There ain't no one like cause of you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our player career mode with Johnny DaGloMo. Today, we are going to be playing Southampton on the road in the second round of the Carabao Cup. After our win against Leyton Orient and then 5 straight victories in League 2, we find ourselves playing against a team that was in the Premier League just a season ago. They were relegated last season. Also in this episode, we're going to be playing a league game against Doncaster, a Bristol Trophy game against Cheltenham, and our final game of the day is going to be a home game against Wimbledon in League 2. A couple of things to note. The first 2 episodes, I was number 13, and before the third episode, I changed to number 9. So if you guys notice the difference, that's why. And also, I am in the process of making some better thumbnails for this series. I've got a couple that I'm testing out right now, and I will get those up in future episodes. For now, let's get going for the second round of the Carabao Cup. This is our toughest game to date. We have a pretty good lineup. This is about as good of a lineup as Forest Green can put on the field. So I feel pretty good about it. But Southampton is about 10 points better per player across the board than our team. So hopefully we can just keep it close and put a couple on the board and get a W. So here we go. Forest Green, Southampton, coming at you. And here comes Forest Green on the counter. DaGloMo with a lot of space ahead of him, and he's going to turn on the Jets. And he's past the defender. Can he get a shot off? He will get a shot off, but it's weak, and the keeper's going to knock it away. Good save there by Lumley. And DaGloMo is going to take the corner kick for Forest Green. DaGloMo puts it into the box. Nobody there. What we learned there is that DaGloMo can take that defender on a short sprint if we have to. Ball's knocked into the box. It's going to be headed on by Garrett. Great header, but it goes just wide. Look at this again as DaGloMo hits it. Garrett gets on the end of it, but just a little bit off target. So 18 minutes in, Forest Green looking good. No shots on goal yet for Southampton. Only 2 for Forest Green. No goals. Armstrong brings it into the Forest Green zone, into the box. Dibbling over to Adams. Adams with the first shot of the game, and he's going to finish it for the 1-0 lead. Spoke too soon. Said no shots on goal, and immediately they get a shot on goal. Adams wide open, buries it in the back of the net. You know how that always happens, right? You talk about something that hasn't happened, and then it happens immediately after. It's like I jinxed it. Downs brings it up. He's going to chip it to Calmadine. Calmadine lays it off to Bragg. Bragg is going to have it knocked away by Moore Taylor. So we've got a minute or so before halftime. 1-0 Southampton. Not a lot of action. Downs takes it. Dribbles up to the 18. It's going to be taken off of his foot by Robson. And the referee is going to blow the whistle. And that's going to do it for the first half. Southampton 1, Forest Green 0. The fact that they did score and we're down a goal and haven't had a lot of chances ourselves kind of bothers me a little bit. But I do think we can get it back. Passes it up. Moore Taylor takes it away. DaGloMo is going to chip it over the top. Taylor with it. He's going to drop it back to Stevens. Stevens is going to give it off to Garrett. Garrett with the shot, and he finishes it in the back of the net. And it's going to be 1-1. We've tied it up in the 60th minute. Nice little counterattack here. Stevens to Garrett. Garrett with a one-time shot, and he puts it into the back of the net. And that'll silence the crowd and even up the score. And now Forest Green is going to take Stevens out of the game and bring in Troy Deeney to see if he can find a little bit of late game magic. So Forest Green has shocked the football world and has tied Southampton in the 60th minute. Dibbling to Arabo. Arabo gets it back. He shoots, and it's going to go just wide. So the substitution, not wasting any time making things happen. Here comes Forest Green on the attack. Deeney over to McAllister. DaGloMo over to Taylor, and Taylor is going to finish with a header, and that puts us ahead 2-1 in the 78th minute. What a play. Deeney to DaGloMo to Taylor. Deeney outside here, throws it inside to DaGloMo, who does a nice chip and puts it on Taylor's head, and he finishes hitting the back of the net, and that's going to give us a 2-1 lead. What a comeback here in the second round of the Carabao Cup against Southampton on the road. Forest Green looking to make a defensive sub here, bringing on Maddox. He's quick, he's young, fresh legs. See if we can preserve the 2-1 lead that we have earned here on the road. Maddox in possession here for Forest Green. He chips it over the top himself to Bernard. Bernard with a lot of space. He's going to just take it down the wing himself, and he'll pass it inside to Deeney. Deeney to Taylor. Taylor gets a shot, and it's deflected away by Lumley. That will go out for a corner kick for Forest Green Rovers. Dabo coming on for Taylor. Another substitution here late for Forest Green. The fans can sense an upset. DaGloMo taking the corner. He puts it into the box. Headed on by Deeney, and it's just barely deflected over the top, and it will be another corner kick. That was almost a third, and the icing on the cake. DaGloMo setting up the corner kick. He's calling his play. Big moment here in the game. Ball is chipped in. Can they get ahead on it? Deeney does get ahead on it. Forest Green regains possession, but it's finally taken away by Southampton, and there's not a lot of time left for him. 86th minute. And Brown almost took it off the defender, and it's going to result in a turnover here for Forest Green Rovers. DaGloMo takes it into the corner and crosses it, and it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick, but we've reached the last minute of the game. It's the 89th minute. Forest Green hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Not a lot of time to go. Here comes Southampton on the counter. Almadine taking it outside. We've got 4 minutes of extra time, and we're in the second. 2 minutes to go. Carabao outside. He's going to cross it. Headed away by the Forest Green defense. Deeney in possession. He's going to pass it up to Brown. Brown to DaGloMo. DaGlomo's just going to chip it over the top. Maddox is offside. Oh my goodness. He almost set the breakaway. And Maddox was just one step. His knee and his shoe were offsides. But there's not much time left now. We are in the final minute of this game. This is the last chance for Southampton. DaGloMo is just going to clear it up the field. Manning in possession, and that's it. What an upset. Forest Green has stunned Southampton here in the second round of the Carabao Cup. And we will move on. Did not look good for a little while there. We were down 1-0 at the half. But 2 second half goals. What a game. DaGloMo with an assist. 7-game winning streak for Forest Green. All right, so our next game is going to be against Doncaster. Doncaster is in League 2 with us. Currently, we're undefeated 5-0. Doncaster's in 4th place. They're also undefeated, but they have 2 ties. They have only scored 7 goals in 5 games. A little less goal scoring than we are. We've got 16 in 5 games. I mean, we've been lighting it up so far this season. So let's get this one going. Man, that Southampton win was big. How about that? So this game, different keeper, but he's only 1 point less. Last guy, Jimenez, was a 66. And the biggest change is that Welch is coming in, and he's going to be one of our weaker players. We got 2 or 3 defenders that are in the 50s. Doncaster, Forest Green, League 2 football action coming at you. Can Forest Green keep their undefeated season alive? We've got 7 straight wins, 5 in the season, 2 in the cup. Huge win against Southampton the last game. And right off the bat, in the 2nd minute, Tommy Rowe is going to be booked. Didn't waste any time. Number 10 comes in and just slides the Forest Green player from behind. And the ref is quick to show the yellow card. Here comes Forest Green on the attack. Stevens passes it up to Taylor. Taylor to Garrick. Garrick over to DaGloMo. DaGloMo back to Garrick. Garrick with the shot. It is going to be knocked away, but Forest Green regains possession. And it is finally cleared away by Doncaster. Taylor with a nice ball to Stevens. He passes it outside to McAllister. McAllister with a nice chip into the box. And they're going to call a foul on Doncaster right as the cross was about to be made. And they're going to let DaGloMo take this. So this is kind of like a corner kick, but it's halfway between the corner and the 18. So let's see what we can do here. DaGloMo chips it into the box. Nobody there. Olawu clears it out. DaGloMo, nice ball to Stevens. Stevens passes it over to Brown. Brown finds Taylor, stolen away. Oh my goodness, what a play. That was crazy. It was knocked around, went off the post, bounced over to Garrick, and Garrick put it away. That was a crazy goal. What a play. 1-0 lead, Forest Green. We're going to have to see that one again. What a crazy deflection. Defender clears it off of Stevens. The ricochet hits the post, bounces out to Garrick, and Garrick taps it home for the 1-0 lead. Garrick gets it over to DaGloMo. DaGloMo with a lot of speed and green grass ahead of him. He's going to take it into the box all day. Passes it to the middle, and the shot is going to be deflected off the defender. Doncaster in possession. Ironside going to pass it to Close inside the box. He turns, shoots, and scores. And that's going to tie it up 1-1. Pretty big mistake there right before the half by the Forest Green defense, conceding the tying goal. This will be the last attempt before the half. Good ball there by Ironside. It's going to be taken away by Robson. And he loses it. Ref's going to let this one keep going. Close takes it up to the top of the 18. He turns, Ironside looking to shoot, deflected away. And finally cleared out by Forest Green. Ref blows the whistle. 1-1 at the half. So Matty Taylor coming off, and Troy Deeney seeing if he can work some more second half magic. Every time Deeney comes on, something good happens. Molyneux with a nice cut leaves our defender in the dust. But finally, Forest Green's able to steal it away. Uh-oh. Ball stolen there by Ironside. He's going to cut it back. Oh, my goodness. Miller. I turned it over there. I called for a pass that led to a steal. And their player just passed it over to Miller, and he buried it. And it's 2-1 now. That was my fault. Right there, I was calling for the ball. And they came in, intercepted the pass, and Matt And Miller finished it, no problem. 2-1 Doncaster. Undefeated season on the line. 7-game winning streak in jeopardy. Doncaster retains possession. Bailey outside to Molyneux. Molyneux's going to pass it out on the wing to Sterry. Sterry into the box, and he's going to bury it. Ironside. 3-1 Doncaster. And it's starting to get out of hand here in the 72nd minute. Just amazing the momentum shift from that 1-0 lead. Sterry outside, he's going to pass it in. And the header is buried into the back of the net. Ironside has been a big-time playmaker in this game. What a beautiful header right into the corner. Nothing that the keeper could do about it. Welch, but then it's stolen back by Doncaster. Put it into the middle, and a nice header. Looked like that was going to be number 4, but instead, Forest Green makes the save. We're in the 84th minute. Forest Green running out of time. Not a lot of time at all left on the clock. My player is gassed. I got nothing left. DaGloMo steals it one last time. Passes it outside to Dabo. Not going to be me, man. I got no speed. I got no sprint left. Garrick takes it into the corner. Passes it. Headed away. DaGloMo tries to get a shot, but it bounces off the defender. Rowe down the wing. Back inside, close. Nobody on him. He's going to shoot. Good save there by Daniels to keep it 3-1. Looked like another goal. And Forest Green is going to clear this out of trouble. It's a little bit too late. Garrick has some space. Tries to beat the defender. It's taken away. Final minute of the game. Close. Across midfield. Passes it down to Rowe. Nobody out there anymore for him. It's going to be knocked into the box, and Daniels is going to grab it. And that's going to do it. Forest Green is going to drop the first game of the season. And the 7-game winning streak comes to an end. Doncaster with a shocking victory. So this is another League One team. A little bit better than us. But we should be able to hang with them. We beat Leyton Orient in the first round of the Carabao Cup. This game, they're going to put Deeney up there with Stevens. Pretty good lineup. So this tournament is group stages. This is our first game in group. Cheltenham Town and Forest Green coming at you. And Bonds on the counter. Here he comes. Bringing it up to the top of the 18 to Pett. Pett with a shot and a goal. That was so fast I didn't even have time to comment on it. Bonds just passes to Pett. Pett just takes a rip. Keeper has no chance. Happens so quick. The crowd is stunned. See it again. Bond. Up to Pett. Top of the 18. That ball could have been saved. I don't know why it wasn't. I guess it was just so hard that our keeper's reaction time couldn't quite get there, but it was right at him. I guess that's what surprised us, is that definitely seemed like a ball that could have been saved. But instead, Tom Pett with the goal in the 11th minute. Cheltenham Town with a lead. Not how we wanted to start. The ref says play on. And they're going to card him in a second. But for now, Cheltenham Town is on the top of the 18. Finally stolen away. Here comes Sir Cumby. He's into the... Oh, good job. Good steal there. And the referee's finally going to blow the whistle, and it's 1-0. Cheltenham Town. Not really much you can make from that first half. Cheltenham was the better team. They got the goal. But it's been a relatively close game. Could go either way at this point. I'd rather be ahead, of course, but it's not over yet at all. So referee doesn't call a foul, but it will go out for a Forest Green corner kick. Let's see if we can put a head on it. Ball's played into the box. There it is. How about it? DaGloMo with the goal on a redirection. I think Stevens got it. And DaGloMo with the header. And a little celebration. How about that? Big goal there for DaGloMo to even it up here in the cup. Corner played into the box. Number 21 got up and got a head on it, and it went towards the goal. And then DaGloMo was able to get a second header on it and flip it over the keeper's head into the net. DaGloMo into McAllister. McAllister back to DaGloMo. DaGloMo puts it into the box, and Southwood, the keeper, comes out and makes a big save. He's going to throw it out to Bonds. Bonds passes up to Gilardo up at midfield, where he's going to have to pass it backwards to Long. Teams regroup. Smith outside on the right wing. He's going to pass it into the middle, and there's Kino with a beautiful header. That happened quickly right there, folks. Smith, 2 touches, passes it in, leading Kina, and Kina buries it in the back of the net, and that's going to silence the crowd. It's 2-1, and there's not a lot of time left. Look here as Smith just takes 2 touches, passes it on a rope, and number 10, Kina, buries it in the back of the net. Just 1, 2, 3, and just like that, it is now 2-1. Forest Green is going to have to find some magic here. Final minute of the game. Pett takes the ball at midfield. It's going to be finally stolen away by Ennis. Here comes DaGloMo. Lots of speed. He's going to pass it up to Deeney. Deeney back to Garrick. Garrick over to Brown. Final opportunity probably here for Forest Green. The ball gets turned over. Street takes it the other way. Here they come on the counterattack. And Cheltenham has a lot of space ahead of them. Forest Green doesn't have the time to get back up the field. Bonds in possession. Passes over to Pett. Shot on goal. Saved by Daniels. And that's going to do it. Cheltenham Town with the victory, 2-1. And our 7-game unbeaten streak has turned into a 2-game losing streak. Dropping first the Doncaster game in the season, and now being defeated in the first game of the Bristol tournament. Good rating for DaGloMo in both of the last 2 games, but not many chances. We did have the header goal, the lone goal for our team there, but it wasn't enough. All right, so we've been selected to the United States men's national team for 2 international friendlies against Ghana and Qatar. So we are going to be leaving from September 7th through the 13th to play those games. DaGloMo is officially on the U.S. national team. So for the final game of the night, we're going to be playing Wimbledon. Guys are getting a little bit tired here. We got a pretty good lineup in. Home game. I'd like to end this on a high note. Started out the night with a big win against Southampton, 2-1. Then we had the shock loss to Doncaster, and then we just lost to Cheltenham Town, and that was disappointing as well. So hopefully we can have a big win here today at home against AFC Wimbledon. McAllister gets it to Maddox. Taylor fighting for possession in the corner. He gets it to Maddox. Maddox to Stevens. Stevens with a shot, and it was saved by the defender. That was the only thing that kept this from being 1-0. Good play there by the defense, or Forest Green would have the lead right now. DaGloMo to Taylor, and he rips it in the back of the net. There's another assist for DaGloMo. 1-0 Forest Green. It was just a matter of time. We were peppering their goal. We were peppering their defense. Chance after chance. Block after block. We just kept coming. And DaGloMo, great assist. And we're back to our goal-scoring ways. Taylor, and it's 1-0 Forest Green Rovers. Number 7 looking to play it into the box. He does. It's going to be headed on. And DaGloMo is going to take it out of the zone. Passes it up to Taylor. Another counter here. DaGloMo outside to Garrick, one-on-one, and he's going to bury it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Another assist for DaGloMo. We just took our time, switched it across the field to Garrick, who was running wide open down that wing. And just like that, our counterattack has set up 2 goals, both assisted by DaGloMo. Jordan Garrick, great start. Couldn't ask for a better start here in the first half. McAllister. Nice little back heel over to Garrick. Garrick to DaGloMo. DaGloMo with a shot on goal, and that's going to be deflected away by Bass. Forest Green having their way with this Wimbledon defense here in the first half. Garrick leads the counter the other direction. Stevens, he's going to pass it up to Maddox. Maddox over to Taylor. Lots of time. He's going to pass it back to Stevens. And Stevens hits it right at the keeper. Good save. Jake Reeves is going to be carded for that tackle he committed a little bit ago. And Forest Green is going to have a corner here right before the half. 1 minute before halftime. Forest Green puts it into the box, and it's going to be cleared out. Maddox in possession here. Takes it to the corner. Referee blows the whistle. And it's halftime. Forest Green 2, Wimbledon 0. 2 assists for DaGloMo. And we've just been on top of them the whole game. They have got nothing. We've just been dominating. A 9-9 match rating in the first half for DaGloMo. We just need to keep this up for 45 more minutes, and we'll get out of here with 3 points. Here comes DaGloMo on the breakaway. DaGloMo passes it over to Taylor. Taylor with a finish, and it's going to be 3-0. DaGloMo with his 3rd assist of the game. And that's how you do it. Speed kills. DaGloMo with a great steal at midfield set us off on a breakaway. We just carried it right up and drew the defender over. And Taylor puts it in the back of the net for his 2nd goal of the day. More importantly, DaGloMo with his 3rd assist of the day. A league-leading, I believe, 10th or 11th assist already this season. Garrick passes up to Taylor. DaGloMo with a shot. He ripped it off the crossbar. That was almost a 4th. DaGloMo passes it over to Taylor. Taylor over to McAllister. McAllister finishes, and that's going to be 4-0. Good ball movement. DaGloMo with a big rip off the crossbar. It came back down. Forest Green regained possession. Again, there's DaGloMo with the pass over to Taylor. Taylor to McAllister. 1, 2, 3. And it is now 4-0. We're taking out all of our frustrations on these guys right now. Here's Reeves to the top of the box. He finds Little. Little's going to rip one in the back of the net, and that's going to close the gap to 4-1. Forest Green let down for just a second, and Wimbledon made them pay. As you can see, they just bring it up to the top of the 18. One pass, and a good shot finds the corner. Little, nice strike, nice goal. He hit it hard enough where the keeper couldn't react quick enough, and it's now 4-1. Down to Holland, who just came onto the game. Holland with Taylor. Finds Garrick at the bottom of your screen. He sees Taylor there. Taylor finds Stevens. Stevens is going to put it in the back of the net. Sloppy defense there by Wimbledon. 5-1. Scoring in bunches. Taylor whiffs on a shot. The defense turns it over. Stevens is standing there, and he just has a go. And as you can see, he had really nice placement on that one. And it's now 5-1 Forest Green. Absolute thrashing. Garrick's going to come off. DaGloMo is going to punch it out wide to Holland. Holland to Taylor. Taylor to DaGloMo. DaGlomo's going to have a shot, and it's going to be deflected just wide by the keeper. That one almost surprised them. Instead, it will go out for a Forest Green corner kick. Not a lot of mustard on that one, but good shot nonetheless. Here's the corner, put into the box. DaGloMo can't get on the end of it, but Forest Green will regain possession. Holland on the wing. He's going to pass it back to Lavenet. Lavenet over to Holland. Holland finds Stevens. Stevens turns, finds Taylor, and Taylor makes it 6. They can't stop scoring today, folks. Taylor and Stevens, along with the assist from DaGloMo, have just been too much for Wimbledon. Maddox, a nice pass inside. Stevens finds Taylor. And it's now 6-1. Who saw this coming? And the referee says we're going to have 4 more minutes. But this one has been over for a long time. Here's a good pass into the box. Wimbledon's not done yet. Al Hamadi is going to score, making this one now 6-2 with 2 minutes remaining of stoppage time. Turnover by Forest Green and a nice through ball to Al Hamadi, who was just making a good run. And it's 6-2. Lots of goals today. And we have reached the final minute. DaGloMo out on the wing. Seeing if he can get one more. Nice turn. DaGloMo looking to get the cross in. Here it is. It's going to be headed on by Stevens. And nice save by the keeper, because that was almost number 7. But instead, Forest Green will have one last corner kick. Here they go. Can they put this one in? It's knocked into the box. DaGloMo trying to get there. Can't quite get there. Lavenet gets it over to Morton. Morton finds more Taylor. Here's Stevens. Stevens to Norton. Morton. And that's going to do it. 6-2 drubbing. Forest Green with their biggest win of the season. Absolutely dismantled Wimbledon. Not even close. And the story of this game is young DaGloMo taking out his frustrations on these guys in blue with his best game as a professional. He finishes with a 9.8 rating. Officially, they gave us 3 assists. I guess that last assist we didn't get credit for. And we had 2 great shots. One of them bounced off the crossbar. And we ran away with that without much challenge from the other team. And then as far as my career goes, 10 appearances, we've got 8 wins and 2 losses, but we have 3 goals and 12 assists in our first 10 games. So that's going to do it for episode number 4. If you liked the video, please like the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Everybody be good to each other. Take care. Peace.